In episode 783 of the Sharvette Mitchell Radio Show, we are super excited to have you joining us here today as we talk with Melody Staples and Nasser Staples, owners of Waterfall Salon and Massage Med Spa. Listen, today's topic is consistency in your business. We have a ton of business owners that check out this show, and I'm telling you what, it's got all the good juice, all the good nuggets for you. So don't move, don't go anywhere. We'll be right back here on the Sharvette Mitchell Radio Show.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Why y'all so happy?
You don't know? Sharvette Mitchell is on the radio.
It's time to get motivated, excited, and influenced. Why? It's the Sharvette Mitchell Radio Show, live from Richmond, Virginia. And now, here to motivate, excite, and influence you, Sharvette Mitchell.
Well, hello, everyone, and welcome to the Sharvette Mitchell Radio Show, broadcasting live from the capital city of Richmond, Virginia, but heard and seen all across the World Wide Web. We appreciate all of those that are checking us out live, in our live streaming platforms. Listen, you might be over on Facebook. You might be checking us out on LinkedIn. You might be on YouTube. Listen, I see some love coming in on YouTube already. We are glad to see you. Roberto, we're glad to see you. Marilyn, we're glad to see you over on YouTube, and those that check us out in the podcast version. We are excited that you listen, whether that is from Spotify or Apple. Some of you might be listening from Amazon Music. Thank you so much. And we also appreciate those of you who let us know that you all watch us on your TVs through our YouTube channel. Matter of fact, if you're over there on YouTube and you found us, I know you like this content. Go ahead and subscribe to our YouTube channel, youtube.com/Sharvette. Yep, youtube.com/Sharvette. That is a great connection point. And then you could just literally binge watch that playlist and go all the way back. And you heard correctly. Yes, this is episode 783 of the Sharvette Mitchell Radio Show. And the goal of this show is to motivate, excite, and influence. And we love that we do that for all of our listeners, but in particular for our business owners. And so we have guests that are in the virtual green room right now. We're getting ready to bring them up to the mic. Let me tell you a little bit about them as we get ready to get started and get rolling. Certainly, Waterfalls Salon and Massage Med Spa has been successfully in business since February 2006. It's owned and operated by a husband and wife team, massage therapists, Nasser Staples and Meloni Staples. Let me tell you, Meloni is the CEO and owner. She holds multiple modality state licenses, including esthetician, cosmetologist, and instructor for both. Nasser is right there as the general manager and an extremely accomplished medical massage practitioner, currently holding the second place title for the best massage therapist in Virginia. Yes, you heard that correctly. Waterfalls has two amazing locations, one in Glen Allen, Virginia, one in North Chesterfield, Bon Air area of Virginia, and they offer mobile services. Listen, they have clients such as Virginia State University, Chesterfield County Schools, VCU, CEO Studios, and CarMax. And today, they're here on the Sharvette Mitchell Radio Show for episode 783 to talk about consistency in your business. And so put your virtual hands together. We're bringing them live right now on air. Put your hands together and welcome to the show. Welcome to the show. Hello, Melanie and Nasser. Welcome. We are excited to have you checking in. Can you hear us?
Well, hello.
Thank
you.
Awesome.
Yes,
we are
now
excited.
everything is good now.
Everything is good. All right. Awesome. Well, we're excited to have you both, and we want to jump right on in. As mentioned, this show really caters to small business owners, and with the depth of time that you all have had in your business, we just thought it would be great to spotlight you both. And so certainly Melanie and Nasser, with Waterfall Salon and Massage, being in business since 2006, nearly 2 decades of success. What role has consistency played in building and sustaining you all's businesses? And we'll go ladies first. So Melanie, love for your response, and then Nasser to be able to add to that. What role has consistency played?
It has kept us afloat through the good times, the questionable times, and even the bad times. So since we've been around so long, we've made it through the bubble, we've made it through COVID.
Yeah.
And each time we just come back out and we just try a little harder and we just don't give up. So being consistent and don't deviate from your passion.
Yeah.
Don't take on other little projects and opportunities and this, that, and the other. We just do what we do and keep on perfecting the skill.
And then on top of what Melanie was stating, you also not only want to stay consistent, you have to be a product of your product all the way through. There is no having pieces of the pie missing. You have to be complete, and you have to be consistency, regardless of what those days when you may not want to or always feel like being consistent, but you got to stay that way. Also being very creative as well, so Melanie and I, we work very well together. We keep a lot of negativity out of our path of success, and we just stay focused.
So well said. So well said. And I know there are people listening saying, wow, I want to have that type of consistency. And I love the point of creativity and making sure that you have that there. And so, for some entrepreneurs, like the hardest part is staying consistent. And so do you have any daily habits or business practices that have really helped, waterfalls and salon and the consistency piece? Melody, we'll toss it back to you.
So one of the first things that I do as soon as I wake up, which may be as early as 5:30, sometimes it's 6 o'clock, is the first thing I do is grab my phone and I go through my emails, go through my text messages, go through every avenue in which a client tries to communicate with us in some kind of way. And I don't be texting people at 5 and 6 o'clock in the morning. However, I will respond to their message, and then I will schedule the time for that message to go out. So that starts my morning off, and then my feet hit the ground and we go from there.
That's
with me, the first thing I do is thank God for another opportunity of waking up and being able to pursue my business on multiple levels. And then I may look at my schedule the first thing in the morning prior to preparing for the day, and making sure that I'm there at least an hour prior to my client getting service, and making sure everything is consistent and on time, because it's just very vital that consistency, and that the clients are not waiting, and that the service is rendered on time and at a high level each and every time.
So good. And I love that. So Melanie, you kind of talk about these boundaries, really, not emailing all hours or when, or texting all, but really kind of putting a system and process in place where you are able to handle business at the time frame that you need to, but then the client or the customer is receiving it in the appropriate, window of time, office hours or spa hours. And customer service, a lot of people nowadays are saying customer service has gone out the window since the pandemic. And so Nasser, you mentioning like being there when the client gets there. I know there are a lot of people who are like, I schedule appointments with service providers. I beat them to their That's wild that we cannot have that. We cannot have that going on.
Yeah.
Yes, go right ahead.
Exactly.
And it's also important that not only are we there ahead of time, but the spa is always set up for the next day. So we're not running in at the last minute in case you get caught in traffic or something, and you're trying to scramble to get your towels together and this, that, and the other. So we have either one of us or either our office manager, Tiana, she makes sure that everything is stocked up, all the towels are there. And you don't necessarily necessarily have to have, a office manager or someone else there, but just be proactive and have your stuff ready. So like I said, in case anything happens, suppose a client, calls and tells you they're going to be late,
Right.
but at least you're ready.
And then another thing is having an appropriate amount of time in between each client. That's one of my models that I use at Waterfalls. So when things do happen, like traffic or illness or whatever the case may be, there is a certain window of time that will allow us to allow them to get there, still render their service, and don't be running back and forth trying to get ready for the next client.
Yeah.
It's just so critical, and I think it's a lot of businesses, that's how they actually fold, because they just don't have everything on a level playing field, and you have to have a smooth transition each and every day.
Good sound business practices. And some of the things you're saying are not rocket science, but people miss like the small, simple things. And if you're just tuning in, you're checking out the Sharvette Mitchell Radio Show. We're in episode 783, and we're talking about consistency in your business. Listen, Meloni Staples and Nasser Staples are dropping gems. We're doing an Oprah life class here on some things of really, like, it's simple things that, it's the simple boxes, as they say. Let me capture a couple comments. Edwinette Moses is here. She's saying they're my neighbors. So you got some neighbors that have tuned in here. Welcome. And then Lynn Lewis, glad to see you all on the show. I met Nasser at Social Flair Event Studio at a pop-up earlier this year. So wonderful. Got some fans here. And so I know that there are, we have listeners from all over, but certainly those that are in this area, and they might be saying, wow, this is a business I want to come to. So can you all tell us a little bit more about the services that are offered at Waterfall Salon and Massage Med Spa? And I'm not sure who wants to take which part.
So sure. So I'll speak to kind of my side of the house. We now occupy the entire floor. We did expand the early part of this year. And so Nasser kind of has one side where he does, all his multiple types of massages that he'll speak to. And then on my side, even though I am a massage therapist as well, I do post-surgical therapy. So people who have had body augmentations of any kind, replacement needs. If you swell, I can help you get rid of that and mediate your scars as well. You can get lashes done. You can get facials. We have a nurse, Ms. Kim, that is also on board. And we're doing IV hydration and weight management.
Oh, wow.
So even though we're not supposed to say GLP-1, but it's all encompassing.
Wow.
So that is all encompassing. The only thing that we really don't do in the Bon Air location, I don't do any hair, I don't do any nails, and we are really focused more on the wellness of skin and body.
Awesome.
Now, on my side, and of course, Meloni, she loves her side just as I do on my side. But we stay consistent. But one of the many services that I have on my side is I do Thai massage. So Thai massage is a very detailed, specific treatment where I utilize my feet, hands, elbows, knees, and a device called Pure Wave. But it makes your body feel heavenly. But it's very good for like migraine headaches, lupus, fibromyalgia, back and hip pains. Also, there's a one-on-one medical evaluation that I do, and I get a chance to take a look at the musculoskeletal system, educate the clients on what's going on with their bodies, and then make them feel really, really good. Another treatment is Lomi massage. Lomi massage is a Hawaiian type of massage. It's very long effleurage, smooth transitions that really makes the body feel good. And then you have appropriate professional music as well to complement the different styles that I use. So that's just two of the many different styles. And then very quickly, I just got my CE provider certification. So I'm looking forward to starting my first class. So that is a educational class that all massage therapists where they have an option to take to renew their license. So I'm really excited about getting the first class up and running in January and bringing on people into the class. So.
All right. That a lot of great things going on. Where should people go if they're like interested in any of the spa treatments, any of the meta spa treatments, or working with you?
So they can always go straight to the website, as you have on the bottom, Waterfalls Salon and Massage MedSpa.com. They can call us at 804-644-4002. One of the other little gems is that we have made sure that when the business line rings, it rings on all of our phones. So we never miss a phone call or we never miss a text. So they call the main number, but it's going to make sure it hits his phone and my phone and then the spare phone at the office when Tiana is there.
All right. And certainly a theme I'm hearing, those of you that are business owners that are listening in, again, our topic is consistency in your business. I'm hearing systems. I'm hearing processes that are focused on the client and the customer experience and the customer journey. So that's awesome. Right there. Yes. And Roberto, let me capture this. Smooth transitions every day. Absolutely. I mean, that's what keeps clients coming back. And you all are definitely proof in the pudding. So as a husband and wife, certainly both husband and wife team, you're working in the business. So you've got this, this part where you're maintaining consistency, not only for business operations, but really just your partnership and your shared vision. How do you all kind of like stay on the same page with the vision and stay consistent, just working together as husband and wife?
Well, we've had people say that there's no blood on the floor, but Melanie and I, we know that there are two systems. There's a husband and wife system, and then there's the business system. And you have to be able to separate the two. We agree to disagree, and sometimes you may not always agree with your partner, but you still got to be professional, because you got to realize there are clients sitting in the lounge, there are people coming in and out, and you can't let your ignorance come to the surface and disrupt what the whole ordeal is, and that is professional and ethical standards. Yeah, and you got to stay consistent. We can talk about some of the issues we may agree to disagree after service is the doors are closed. But when we're in business, we are consistent and we keep it very professional.
Yeah. So I mean, I'm sure I tick him off on some days and he ticks me off, but we just keep in mind that the client is first. They don't need to see, how many times I might want to, how many times I might want to strangle him in the course of a day. And because people talk and they make up stuff, so they don't need to see or hear about any of that.
Yeah, well,
but for the most part, Mel and I, we don't have too many disagreements. They're just like any other business, but you can't let that come to the surface, and you can't let your clients see that something may be bothering you. It's something if Mel and I are discussing business or a treatment, for the most part, we're on point.
All right. So that
and business is very good. So
yeah. And so
he's gotten enough beatings.
Right. Like I'm hitting them under the table right now. And so with you, you've got two locations, but then you also offer mobile services. How do you all kind of maintain this consistency of like customer experience with like mobile services versus your in-house location services?
So it is that managing that calendar.
Yeah.
Is managing that calendar. I mean, we handle that calendar 24/7 with an iron fist. And so we have it set that anytime someone requests, they have to request an appointment. And then we, or whoever the person rendering the service, has the option to say yes or no, whether or not they can do it. And then a lot of times, like with Nasser, where people really have physical issues.
Yeah.
issues that are going on, or either with me, they are post-surgical, how many weeks out, then we'll call that person and we'll start that consultation almost even before they get to the door. So they already feel as if they are part of the family, and their fears and apprehensions, we kind of try to smooth that through them so that when they get there, they'll go, oh, okay, I'm all right now.
Yeah.
And then your service has got to be top notch each and every time, whether you're traveling or whether they come into the studio. What we do is we like Meloni was saying, we do manage that the time and being on time, all the every aspect of the treatment and the arrival. But when we get there, we want to make sure that the service is just as good from the mobile standpoint as well as when they come to the studio. Meloni and I, we've been in business for a long time, and we are very good at what we do. So once you get to that point, you know what you got to do, and you go in and you render service, and there you have it.
There you have it. And so with all the years experience you all have, and this, the beauty industry, and there's a lot of trends, now on TikTok and Reels, people are saying, go with me to my spa day or my soft life. So I feel like there's been a heightened awareness for the good around maybe some of the services you all have. How do you balance, okay, we want to stay consistent. We want to be innovative, but then we don't want to fall in this trap of being trendy, as well. And so I'd love to hear, with trends changing, like how do you all stay like consistent and at your core, but also kind of keep some, some new things mixed in there.
So from my perspective, I say the skin is the skin. The body is the body. No matter how many ways you can twist it and turn it, if you have an ache or a pain or acne breakout, that, all of these little things you see on TikTok, this glass skin and this Korean that, I don't really subscribe to that kind of stuff, because for one thing, you don't know what's in that bottle, and there's no FDA. And so that's going to be a no for me. On Nasser's, I think that the body is the body. I mean, an ache is an ache, a pulled muscle is a pulled muscle. And no matter what trend is out there, and he can testify that you are going to do what the body needs and not be like, all the craziness you see on TikTok.
Yeah.
Well, then the educational value too. You have to consistently educate yourself. And you with me, I'm always watching advanced videos, even though I'm on an advanced level anyway. But you always have to keep educating yourself on a consistent basis, because techniques, they change. People, the body types, they come to Waterfall Salon and Massage Med Spa. Each treatment is totally different because everybody responds differently. What works for Mary Jane is not going to work for Peter. So you always have to consistently educate yourself, and then educate your clients along the way, so they'll know what's going on with them as well.
That's a good point about continuing to educate your clients. And so speaking of clients, you all have impressive like corporate clients such as CarMax and Virginia State University, and the list goes on. And so how was consistency different in that space of, kind of building and maintaining these professional, relationships to get these contracts and gigs and things?
So it is, I think the reviews that we have out there, and we can proudly say we're well over the 300 and some mark now of 5-star reviews. I think that carries a huge weight with it as well. But Nasser and I carry ourselves when those opportunities, as if, we've both been in corporate America. And we go in, we're not chewing gum when we get in there. We're branded, we're on time. Matter of fact, we're ahead of time. So when these opportunities come to us, we will stand out, because not that I am, so versed in diction, but I can speak the King's English.
Yeah.
And I will speak to them in a way that, because of my corporate life, that they can relate in the buzzwords and the words that they understand. But basically, if you're there ahead of time, showing up, looking like you're ready to go, it's kind of a done deal.
And it is really vital for people that are working with us as well to follow the same model that Melanie and I put forth when we're dealing with like Virginia State University or CarMax or whoever we're dealing with. Capital One. We want to make sure that everybody's on the same page, on time. Make sure you don't come in there like you just rolled out.
That part.
And you want to make sure that your equipment and everything is consistent and that you deliver at a high level each and every time. Sometimes Melanie and I we can both talk to this. Some days we may be really physically tired from the other day the other day prior. And when we get in there, but we know when we get in there, we have to perform regardless, because people don't want excuses. They want deliverance.
Right. Yeah. And so are these companies bringing you all in for like wellness days, or what types of services are you offering to corporate clients?
It's primarily chair massage for corporate. However, we do offer what I call a fragrance bar. So this might not be for like a really mass group of people, but for like, 20, 25 people. So what that is that I give people the opportunity by bringing them, essential oils. They can make a body scrub, or they can make an atomizer spray, and then they can mix and match. And I show them how actually fragrances and perfumes are made. And then they get to make their own when they leave. So I can, do like maybe 6 to 8 people at a time. And that is one way that, we just kind of break up the monotony. And, it's a lot of fun. People laugh at it. Then they get to name their product. And that's always, it doesn't matter how old they are, it is always a hoot to watch people name their products.
Wonderful.
Definitely. Then, go ahead. Okay.
Yeah, no, I was going to say, go ahead.
No,
go right
you had
ahead.
a question.
Well, I was going to say.
No, I was going to say.
And I think there's a little bit of a delay, listeners.
Melanie has about 7 or 8 different certifications.
Yes.
Okay, that's okay. Melanie has about 7 or 8 different certifications. She's good in every one of them, I think. That's why her clients are consistently coming back. But we also added a meditation room as well, just to give you another service where there's a 20-minute service where people can come in, and if they're stressed out or they might have depression, things like that, you can get a 20-minute meditation service that where you will have a darkened room with candles, and it's got very nice music that's appropriate and something that you can jail with. And each service is there's 2 servers. One, I'm in the room with you for 10 minutes out of 20. And the second meditation service, I'm in the room for the whole 20 minutes. But a lot of people take advantage of that as well, especially if they are 2 weeks out from their next engagement. So.
Oh, so that's so good. So Waterfall Salon and Massage Med Spa. I'd love for you to share like the exact location. Some people might just be listening to the podcast version. And so your exact locations. Yep.
In Bon Air, it's 2727 Buford Road. We're right at the Richmond line, so it's one side is Richmond, the other side is North Chesterfield, so it's 23235. And then our home base,
the home base is 9603 Torno Drive. It's Torno. A lot of people it's 2 Torno, so you can easily get misconstrued sometimes when you come to this particular location. But there are other people that's on this side of town that like to come here as well. It's just closer to her. But the studio is set up very professionally. Same thing.
Oh, right. And so they can jump over to the website. If you're listening to the podcast, look down below in the show notes. We have the link there, Waterfall Salon and Massage Medspa.com. If you're on YouTube, look down below in the show notes. I'm curious, what's like your most popular service that people want?
Couples massages are always really good. We do a signature massage, which is a combination of relaxation massage, body stretching, and hot stone. So people really like that. People love lashes. They love lashes.
And they
They're
do.
still getting them. And but I think that part of the massage is really great. And we enjoy. I mean, we have nice jazz going, and so it's not typical.
Now, on my side, Thai massage is number one from my perspective, because people, they come in with so many body pains, and they're looking for answers, and they're looking to feel better. And that's what we do. Thai massage, combination massage. That's also where there is a very soothing and extremely very relaxing massage.
Wonderful.
With a combination of a couple of stretches. And then, of course, plus the Lomi Lomi massage. That's the third most popular.
Oh, right. Well, I'm telling you, our time just flew on by, but it was just so great to meet you all virtually here, hear about your business, and more importantly, I love how you all are operating, and then that's really a model for our business owners that are listening in, and like that consistency in the processes and the customer experience, like all of these things. We don't want to be so focused on the sales and the marketing that you get them in the door and then it falls apart from there. And so this is why you all are consistent. Right. So consistency in your business. Last question for both of you. The goal of the show is to motivate, excite, and influence. And we want to know what continues to motivate you. Meloni first, and then Nasser will take us out.
Okay.
So after all these years, I'm in the mode of giving back and teaching the next one. So I am still increasing my knowledge. I'm going down the oncology. So I encourage people to, even if they don't know if they like something or not, then, try it. Doesn't mean you're married to it, but just go ahead and give it a shot as long as it's in the same vein of the work that you do.
And then from my perspective, coming out of corporate America, my goal is to make sure that I stay very innovative, very creative, and deliver at a high mark. So your business can stay consistent, and you won't fall back in a negative world of having to turn back to corporate America. Not that anything is wrong with corporate America, but we like.
Agree. I totally agree with that. Well, thank you so much for stopping by the Sharvette Mitchell Radio Show, and we wish you much more continued success. Great. All right. I am telling you what, it is a wrap for today. It flew by. If you just jumped in, if you're like, oh my goodness, I didn't hear all of it, I didn't catch all of it, no problem. Sharvette.com is the best place to go. Sharvette.com. We have a full blog post for our guests that appeared tonight, and you can click through to their links, schedule a massage, do all the things there. You might be someone who is in corporate America who is responsible for some of these wellness things and bringing in the chair massage to events and things of that nature. Now you have another option, and you've heard their take on customer service. So really great there. So thank you so much again for being with us. It is a wrap for today. We're going to see you all later on the web. I got to shout out that we are super excited that my 9th annual event is days away. So by the time I'll be here next week, but after that, we will be in our 9th event, the Platform Builder Summit, the VIP experience, and it's going to be happening November 7th and 8th. Registration is closed, so no more tickets are being sold, and we're excited to welcome all the ladies who are coming across Virginia, also those coming from New York, and we've got South Carolina and Maryland, all the parts, to work on marketing, money moves, and business development. So we'll see you all that are going to be heading this way for the Platform Builder Summit. All right, bye.
Live from Richmond, Virginia, you've been listening to the Sharvette Mitchell Radio Show. Get Sharvette Mitchell every Tuesday at 6 p.m., interviewing all the stars you want to hear from. So until next week, stay motivated, excited, and influenced. This is the Sharvette Mitchell Radio Show.